But the damage that he did was just really incredible.
Yeah.
He slashed 250,000 federal employees, more than 8,500 contracts, more than 10,000 grants, and his cutbacks on medical research cost the lives of the foreign aid, cost 300,000 lives, mostly children. That's the damage that Elon Musk did. So I don't think anyone should be listening to him about anything.
Joining me now is one of the finest thinkers of his generation, best-selling author Douglas Murray. Douglas, we've got plenty to discuss today. Let's start with Bono, the preachy U2 frontman with a history of questionable tax arrangements. He's had some thoughts about USAID.
It's not proven, but their surveillance enough suggests 300,000 people have already died from just this cut off, this hard cut of USAID.
Douglas, we've got Bill Gates also making all sorts of bold claims. He's saying millions of deaths. Will this sort of advocacy for USAID have any effect?
No, it won't. I think as far as we know, the judgment of Elon Musk, the DOGE team, and indeed President Trump was that they looked under the bonnet of what was there at USAID, looked to see if there was anything worth salvageable, and decided that the whole thing was so rotten and there was so much unaccountability that it just wasn't worth saving, it was worth scrapping. I'm always loath to hear from Bono pretty much about any subject other than singing with U2, which he's great at. But whenever somebody like him talks like this, they always seem to forget this isn't their money to give away. To his credit, Bill Gates says that he's going to give away his money and give it away to Africa. And we'll see if he does that. But when Bono speaks like this, he seems to forget this isn't just the sort of free money from something. This is money that American taxpayers work for and hand over to the federal government to be well used. And the fact is that USAID's money was not well used. It was an incredibly political entity with, as I say, very little accountability. It just hosed money out, particularly toward the end of Biden's time in office, if you can say he was actually in office. It just hosed money out because they want to be able to demonstrate that they're giving out money. Well, I'd rather see that they're actually doing some good with that money. But yes, it's very easy for people like Bono to be very generous with other people's money.
Yes, I think people's eyes have been open to the sort of activism USAID was funding around the world, as so many of these movements, we were wondering where are they getting the money from? Where's this organic sort of grassroots movement? It never was that. It was taxpayers unwittingly funding this madness.